you will hear a couple of them more. Nice. Gemini is recording, transcribing, and taking notes. They're doing everything at the same time. Okay, cool. Kiran, you're based out of Bangalore and you're Halsur. I'm in the area of ESG consulting and auditing. Yes, we did meet at Underline Center a month back. Yes, of course we did, right? In fact, like, we will be doing something at Underline very soon. We will keep you posted, all of you. And yes, let's go. So this is the Kyu Co's first ever online quiz. So welcome to it. We have been planning to do it for quite some time. It's just that whenever all of us in Bangalore, we get very, very engrossed in our offline events, which happen mostly around the weekends. And this time around, I'm traveling. I'm in Calcutta as we speak. So I thought that, okay, we have a lot of demand, right? And this time around, I have no excuse to not do an online quiz. And I've always wanted to do this because it's a very, very new format for all of us, at least Adyasha and me, the Kyu Co. So yeah, we thought that, okay, let's start doing it. And the format, I will get to the format now. The format is going to be that, okay, it's divided into two parts. Of course, today we have the prelims and four people from prelims will go to the finals. Prelims will be prelims will be hosted on an online platform called Slido. Now, Slido is an online, I will say, interaction platform. It's pretty interesting, very intuitive, very easy to use. But what happens is you will get a QR code or a link to join. You don't have to download anything. So you can use the QR code, or you can get a numeric code also. You can join the quiz through that. And once you join that, what we will be doing is we have 20 questions for the prelims. Okay, and each question is timed at a minute. So what that means is you will have the question on your screen individually, at least for a minute, right? And why I am stressing on this fact is because that even if your internet is a bit weak, it does not matter. All these questions, so for example, if my internet is weaker than Adyasha's, I will still have the full minute to answer the question. And then, of course, the answer will be revealed. We are revealing the leaderboard also at the end of each question. So, the build-up happens properly. Regarding the quiz itself, as we do in our offline events also, it is not a themed quiz per se. We are going to quiz ourselves on anything and everything that is happening around us. For people who have not attended any of our quizzes with the Kyu Co or even otherwise, what we love to say is that, okay, number one, we think of names, places, animals, things, and events that's happening around us, right? And number two, whenever we speak of anything, whenever we have a question set for anything, especially if it's a brand or a human being, these are people who we know about a lot, we talk about a lot. So it's not anything obscure or very fancy or it's very exclusive. We don't believe in that, because our goal is to bring more first-time quizzers. Our goal is to bring in more people from the different age brackets. So that's why we have to democratize our questions also. Now, having said that, again, there are a couple of constraints of doing the kind of quizzing that we do online. For people who have visited one of our offline quizzes, you will know that we do a lot of storytelling, right? We build up the stories a lot. We build up story around whatever the question is a lot, and then we reveal the question, of course. Here, there are some constraints around that, because number one, it has to be a multiple choice quiz at the end of the day, because otherwise, there are a lot of disputes where, spelling mistakes and stuff like that happen, and the machine can't really comprehend those things even with the best of our efforts, right? So we have gone to an MCQ format, a multiple choice question format. But having said that, I will still try to give you as many hints. I will still try to give you as many clues, in the storytelling that we do. You do not have to download any app, Jayashree. So again, I know people have been joining in just for their sake, right? Number one is we will be doing this online on a platform called Slido, and you will be given a QR code and / or a numeric code through which you can join, right? And Adyasha here, like, Adyasha is the only other person who is on camera. Yeah, she's just raised her hand. Thank you, Adyasha. She will be administering the quiz. So while I go about my stories and whatnot, she will be changing the questions. She will be revealing the leaderboard. In other places, I make a joke that the host is the god. Here, neither the host nor Adyasha, they are the god. Slido is the god. Of course, we keyed in the inputs in Slido. So if you're okay with it, we can get started. And Yeah, I'll give it another 30 more seconds. So Dasha, why don't you start showing them the Slido code, the QR code? There are a lot of confettis. There are a lot of thumbs ups. I used to be a Coke fan. Sorry again for that joke, but I see a lot of thumbs ups. Anyway, cool. So what you just have to do is you have to go to slido.com and key in 9262079. Thank you, Dasha, for making it a full screen. Or you can just scan this QR code. You can go to slido.com and key in 9262079.
Can you guys see my full screen and no other distractions anywhere? Just needed confirmation. Okay.
Okay, we have people joining in. Cool, cool. And try to use the names that you have registered with, especially Sanveer. It is 9262079, Anushka. So we need to identify the correct Sanveers. So yeah, cool. So we have a Sanveer and a Sanveer Singh. I know. I think you know who's who.
Well, both of them are in fact Sanveer Singhs.
Okay.
So which
see.
ones?
We'll see. So if the real Sanveer Singh can stand, I'm kidding. Sanveer, are you Sanveer or Sanveer Singh? I saw one person unmuting themselves.
I'm Sanveer Singh.
You are Sanveer Singh. Okay. So I think two more people should join, or I see 18 people on Slido, but I see 22 people. One or two people should join, right? Has everyone who's on the call joined?
So there are 25 total registrations.
No, that's okay. Just look at,
yeah.
So we have 22 people here, which includes the two of us.
So 20 of you guys should.
20 people should join, but is Gemini also part of this? No, so it is counting you as two, Adyasha. So it is in fact 19 people.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we are missing one person. Okay, 19 people have joined. Cool. Great. So Adyasha, we will start the quiz now. And before, of course, I tell you about the first question, as I had promised, I will go on slowly for 30 to 45 seconds about the question itself. So the first question is going to be about a very satirical, ironical, funny award. Okay, an annual award, which is given away or which is given out to people, human beings, of course, right, who have done something very outlandish or bizarre, or just weird, right? Nothing bad, but yeah, something outlandish, bizarre, and so on and so forth. And this award is given in different categories. Yes, we will come to it, Jess. We will start showing you the slide. It's just the build-up that I'm doing so that before you see the slide, you know what the question is all about. So it is about this satirical annual award, which has different categories. And yeah, it is given out in different categories. It closely resembles one of the very famous awards, real awards, which are given for all the right reasons, right? And but this is the satirical version of it. So having said that, Adyasha, if you can please go to the slide. Yes. A satiric ironic award that is given out each year to the most outlandish achievements. Winners get winners give a 60-second acceptance speech. And in case you are looking for another clue, because I see people are still answering. The winners get a 10 trillion Zimbabwean dollar prize. That, of course, also is a joke.
Please hit the right answer and hit the
And-
button send at the bottom of your screen.
Right. And the options are golden raspberry, the ignoble, the foot in mouth, the bulwer Lytton. Raspberry is for the movies, ignoble is for scientific achievements, foot in mouth is for baffling comment, and bulwer Lytton is for fiction writing. Cool. There are, of course, no negatives. So I hope. Great. So yes, so I think, like, when I spoke about categories, that was kind of an intentional, I will say, deviation that I wanted to create for you. So of course, golden raspberry and ignoble both have categories. Both are satiric and ironic. Both are annual in nature, right? But the ignoble prize. Oh, sorry, I lost my connection in the question, Anushka. It's okay. You can make up. Like, I think we have 19 more questions to go. Yeah. So it's a Nobel Prize, which is given out every year, a couple of weeks before the actual Nobel Prize ceremony happens. It is given out in different categories. It's been given out since, I think, the late 1980s or the early 1990s. A couple of Indians actually won it. Very interesting. Read it up. And yeah, so without spending any more time, let's go to the next question, next slide, and see who is leading. Yes, so there's a mix of, like, people who have answered correctly and in the least amount of time. So we have Nandita in the first place, we have Sanveer, we have Kaustav, Shardul, and Abhishek making up the top 5. Long way to go, guys. The questions kind of get progressively trickier and, like, more mind-boggling. So don't lose hope. Let's go to question number 20. Sorry, question number 2. My bad. And question number 2 is all about making societies look very similar, right? Like, that is the clue that I'll start with. And making societies look very similar, which is inspired by a huge entertainment company, which makes, like, very feel good, very sunny, very happy ending kind of, I will say, creations, right? And from that entertainment company, which is called X, of course, you'll have to figure out what X is. The process or the economic theory or the social theory of making everything look the same, vanilla, pleasant, and whatnot, comes the term Xification, and you just have to figure out what X is. And I believe when you go to the options, these are very well known. Yes, so these are very well known entertainment companies. One is Disney, one is Ghibli, and in case you're wondering who Toho is also a Japanese company like Ghibli, who is the creator of Godzilla. So is it Tohofication? Is it Ghiblification? Is it Disneyfication, which is the sociological process of transforming complex real-world places into? You just have to choose the correct answer and click on the send button, Anushka. Cool. So everything looks the same. Society looks the same. They're all very happy. They're all very sweet. They all know that everything is going to, like, fall in place. And the sociological process or theory is called the Xification. You just have to tell us, is X Disney, Ghibli, or Toho? And time's up. Let's see. Very interesting that no one has gone for Toho. And of course, that's definitely the wrong answer, because Toho creates something like Godzilla. So of course, you don't want broken cities, ravaged by a nuclear-powered monster, right? So yeah, Toho is not the answer, of course. Ghibli, I think, was again a bender, if I might say so, because Ghibli also mostly creates characters and stories like this. But of course, nothing beats Walt Disney and the world that they create, the worlds that they create, where everything is very flowery, sunny, rainbowish, and so on and so forth. So Disneyfication is the sociological process. Again, read this up. Very, very cool. How people follow Disney and make societies which are, too good to be true kind of thing. And of course, very boring and vanilla, which a lot of people say Disney's characters are. Cool. That was question number 2. Let's go to the leaderboard. Nandita is still maintaining her first position. I don't see a lot of changes in the leaderboard. I think Anirudh is has come back or entered top 5. Then we have the rest 4 are they have just changed positions, except of course Nandita. Let's go to question number 3. And question number 3 is about a very interesting brand of drink. It's called Atomic, and you spell it as Atomik, and it comes from a very, I will say, tragic city, right, which has seen one of world's I think saddest and most tragic accidents to have ever happened. And when I say accidents, of course, some are intentional, some are unintentional, and stuff like that. And Atomic is made by water, or made with water and crops and fruits from people from places around that city, right? And you just have to say what is that city where this accident had happened. It happened quite a few years back. And yeah, just give me the name of the city. I think the clues are, you have Hiroshima for different definite reasons. Atomic, I'm not saying it's the correct answer, of course. Then you have Bhopal from the Bhopal gas tragedy, and then you have Chernobyl from the Chernobyl accident. So the city of X suffered one of history's worst tragedies. The X Spirit Company, which is the holding company of Atomic, is a social enterprise producing high quality spirits made from crops harvested near X. And their flagship product is made with water. I think it's a yes, Sandesh.
Yeah, I'm trying to send an answer, but it's not accepting it, saying something went wrong. Please try again.
Can you just refresh the page? It shouldn't happen.
Okay, I'm refreshing.
Yeah, please, can you do that?
Yeah, it's taken.
Check.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
No issues. Yeah, sometimes it's the internet. It's okay. Again, we are just on question number 3. We were talking about the city of X, which suffered one of history's worst tragedies. And now the X Spirit Company makes Atomic, okay, which I believe is a vodka. I'm not sure. Anyway, Atomic vodka is not important, but the spirit company is called the Chernobyl Spirit Company, and they are trying to gather funds for making the lives of people in Chernobyl better. And of course, they advertise the safety part the most. They say that the fruits and the water and whatever we are getting, those are the safest. They lab tested a lot, right? And again, this is a question that I got from one of my favorite quiz hosts, who of course is Kumar Varun, who has caused a renaissance in online quizzing. So yeah, it's one of the questions that he had in one of his sets long back, and I'm kind of stealing it and giving credit to him also. So yeah, thank you, Kumar Varun, thank you, KV, and thank you all for answering Chernobyl. Those who answered Hiroshima and Bhopal, I know that, okay, what might have made you answer that. Okay, we have quite a bit of an upheaval in the leaderboard. Sanveer, even with a flaky internet, has jumped into the 5th position. And then of course we have Kaustav, Abhishek, Nandita, Kiran making up the other 4. Kaustav is in the top. We will go to question number 4. If at any point in time you feel I should cut down on my narration, please let me know. If at any time you feel that, okay, you don't want the narration at all, please let me know. We can just look at the screens and get it over with, right? Okay, so this is a place, and I'm talking about question number 4, of course. This is a place which lies at the intersection of the 0-degree latitude and the 0-degree longitude, right? And it's called something, and that is what I'm going to ask you in the next screen, that what it is called, the intersection of 0-degree latitude and longitude. And most interestingly, this particular term, XY, it's a 2-word term of what the place is called, is used in a lot of mapping softwares, where whenever they cannot find the location, or they cannot appropriately look at a particular place, latitude or longitude, they call it this, which is XY. And it is also interestingly used by a lot of Strava users. Strava is the fitness app that we're talking about. A lot of Strava users who, when they don't want to disclose their location, they enter 0-degree latitude and longitude, and the name XY pops up, right? So what you have to just tell us, yes, It's an imaginary piece of land situated at the intersection of 0-degree latitude and longitude. It is also a term used by mapping software and even Strava users. So is it Point Nemo? Is it Null Island? Is it Nemo's Island? Of course, one of these three is correct. Point Nemo, Null Island, and Nemo's Island. I think, and I don't want to distract you guys, but for me, the most difficult part of setting these questions was finding three options which kind of sound the same, so that nothing is very obvious. Yeah, I had to use ChatGPT a lot. I know no one asked me this, but yeah, in full disclosure. So that's why offline quizzes are a bit, I think, easier. Anyway, I see 17 people have answered. Is it
Thanks for
Point
the
Nemo
answer,
or
Sarah. I was genuinely curious.
yeah, is it Point Nemo or Null Island or Nemo's Island? All three very close. If any of you are getting PTSD thinking of those cat questions, younger people who, like, I think even you know cat, but yeah, those very difficult Indian MCQs where everything looks the same. But of course, if everything is not the same, Point Nemo was a great guess. Imaginary island, and of course, intersection of 0-degree latitude and longitude. So a point makes all the sense. Nemo's Island also makes sense because Nemo itself is imaginary or fictitious. So Nemo's Island would also be that. But the obvious ones are of course not the correct one. It is Null Island because null is 0, 0, right? And that's why it's called Null Island. And let's see how people are doing on the leaderboard. Cool. So we have Kaustav, Sanveer, Sunny, Ashish, and Abhishek. And we will get to the next one. Question number 5. Question number 5 is about an Indian superhero, right? An Indian superhero who was created in 1983, I believe, by a couple of guys called Bharat and Shalin. Okay, Bharat and Shalin Sabur. And this Indian superhero was modeled after a real life celebrity Indian cricketer of that time, right? And all details aside, of course, we'll get more details on the next screen. I just want to say, as a matter of hint, that this particular cricketer is who I'm talking of is still very active. Of course, that person is not playing anymore, but very, very active in the field of cricket, right? And you just have to tell me the name of this real life cricketer who was the inspiration behind this Indian superhero created in 1983 by Bharat and Shalan, not Shalin. Sorry about that. And this guy's catchphrase was blazing bouncers. I don't know if that's a hint. And there are lots of puns around. So yeah, of course, instead of a Batmobile, this guy had a Maruzuki, which is of course a portmanteau of Maruti Suzuki, I'd love to believe. He teamed up with cricketers from other nations, I believe, to fight crime. So is it Kapil Dev? Is it Sunil Gavaskar? Is it Mohinder Amarnath? Is it Krishnamachari Shrikant? Again, at least two of these people are still pretty active. And of course, none of them are playing right now. But at least two of them are very, very active. Nice. So what did you guys choose? Ooh, this is interesting. This is something that I have never seen in any of the other quizzes. People choosing Kapil Dev because I think blazing bouncers, that Kapil Dev bowler. In fact, this person is not a bowler, right? So the superhero was not modeled after a bowler. So again, this question bowled you. Sorry for the pun. So it's between Sunny Gavaskar and Krishnamachari Shrikant, and of course, Sunny Gavaskar is the answer. The name of the superhero is Sunny Super Sleuth, who would say blazing bouncers and zoom around in his Maruzuki and defeat villains. Yeah, I think the comic came out only for a couple of years, and then I believe the founders ran out of ideas, or I think Sunil Gavaskar retired around 1987. No, that cannot be a reason. Anyway, so Sunny Gavaskar is the answer. Congrats to the 28% who has gone for it. Sanveer Singh Puri killing it, right? Blazing Bouncers and Sunny Super Sleuth gets him to the first position. Then we have Kaustav, Anushka Jha, Real. Okay, there is an Anushka Jha Tropicana also somewhere, I guess. I'm sorry about that. Then we have Nandita, and then we have Sunny. Anushka Jha is laughing now. Thanks for taking that joke. I'm very careful these days, and I think this is one of the things that Mansa, my partner in life and in the Kyu Co, I think she told me multiple times that don't crack any jokes. I think she also instructed Adyasha here to keep a strict eye on me, strict watch on me, that okay, I shouldn't crack anything inappropriate. So yeah, Anushka, thank you. Okay, Vishaka is crying. Yeah. Anyway, Vishaka is also a friend, by the way. So I'm Mansa's friend, but yeah, now my cousin and sister and whatnot. Okay, cool. So question number 6. Question number 6 is about an English phrase, right? It's a 4-word phrase. Okay, and of course that means I've given out the answer also. But yeah, I will complete the question. So it is about a very, very old naval directive where uh, women were allowed on ships to deliver their babies only between 2 cannons. Okay, and that's where the phrase comes from. Anyway, I've given a big hint, and this is something that you hear a lot on English movies and sitcoms and whatnot. So yeah, this was my mandatory boo-boo for the quiz. Oh, I have not actually given out the answer. Good job, Arithro. Good job.
Very proud
very-
of it.
I'm very proud of myself. But yeah. So women giving birth in the space between cannons to keep the gangways and crew decks are basically the more accessible parts of the ships, used in westerns and also in, yeah, of course, with OTTs, like people curse anyway on shows, right? But yeah, older westerns, if you're a fan, you'll get this. So we have loose cannon, shot in the dark, and son of a gun. What is the phrase? And of course, a lot of these English phrases, they have 2 or 3 origin stories. This is the most, I will say, accepted origin story of this particular phrase. So yeah. And we have, of course, 89% of the people saying son of a gun, 11% saying shot in the dark, because that's also a 4-word phrase. Shot in the dark is not the answer. I kind of had given it out on a platter. So the phrase is son of a gun. Babies being delivered by women on old English ships between cannons or guns, where sons of guns or son of a gun. Well done. Well done. Let's look at the leaderboard. Sanveer Singhpur is still going strong. We have Anushka Jaharial, Nandita, Sunny, and Ashish making up the top 5. Impressive timings, by the way, all of you. And let's go to the next question. One of my favorite questions of the evening. I'm talking of a file format, right? I'm talking of a file format, and of course, when I talk about file format, it can be a .pdf or .doc and so on and so forth. This file format is something like that, but something that does not promote printing. Okay, so it does not like people printing papers and wasting paper and so on and so forth. So it is named after something which is very sustainable, which is something very environmentally friendly. This format is named after one of those organizations. You just have to give me the name of the organization. So Adyasha, let's go to the next screen. So simple PDF files with the security settings for printing set to not allowed, and a particular file extension which promotes it being environmentally friendlier by preventing unnecessary printing, of course. Identify this green file format, green because environmentally friendly and sustainable and whatnot. So we have PETA, we have WWF, and we have GPC. We have PETA, we have WWF, and we have GPC. What is that file format? Is it .PETA? Is it .WWF? Is it .GPC? That is the question. This is one of my favorite questions because I wanted to research about something, and then after digging a pretty deep rabbit hole, I came up with this. and of course, the options also. What do we have here? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, I think, yeah, PETA, of course, I didn't expect anyone to answer that, right? Because it's not really a uh, green organization. WWF and GPC both are. I think this green file format threw you guys a bit, but of course, I didn't want to make it very obvious that, so Greenpeace, unfortunately, is not the correct one. The correct file format is a .wwf, World Wildlife Fund. Again, intentionally, I put green, and that also within quotes, because WWF and GPC both are environmentally sustainable, conscious brands or organizations, and the file format is .wwf. Let's see who's leading. Sanveer Singh Puri still going strong. Then we have Sunny, Kaustav, Anushka, and Nandita. We are down 7 questions, and the top 4 go into the finals tomorrow, right? So we go to question number 8. Question number 8 is about an Indian car model launched by Tata Motors in 2016. Interestingly, Messi was the brand ambassador for this car model, and this car model is called Tiago. In case you were wondering if I was going to ask you what the car model was, so the car model is Tiago, and a lot of people thought that the car was named after Messi's, I think, eldest son, but that is not the case. The name was changed to Tiago from something which unfortunately Tata Motors had to change because a virus of the same name had an outbreak that year, right? So they had to change the name from the car model X, the original name X, to Tiago. You just have to tell me what is the name of the model. So I've given you the question. The options are Zika, Anta, Nipah, and Ebola. Tata Tiago. I think it's a hatchback. Yeah, I think it's a hatchback. Launched in 2016. Messi was the ambassador, and people thought that it was named after, or it is named after Messi's son. That's not the case. They had to change the name to Tiago from something because a virus outbreak happened in 2015 and 16. And of course, the name of the car was exactly the name of the virus. Tata Motors did not want that. So they changed the name to Tiago. Think of what happened in 2015-16. Of course, COVID was not there. So yeah, was it Zika, Hanta, Nipah, or Ebola? Let's go. Ooh, nice. I was expecting a bit more of a distribution, but yeah, Hanta and Nipah. I'm very interested to know who or what the thought process was behind choosing Ebola. But yeah, I'll keep it for later. So Zika is the correct answer. In fact, it was supposed to be Tata Zika, and then it became Tata Tiago in 2016. Let's quickly look at the leaderboard. And yes, we still have exactly the same. We have the same orientation that we had a few questions back. So cool. Moving on to question number 9. I'm talking of a fabric. Okay, which was founded in, I think, 17th century France from a particular town called Nine. And because they wanted to replicate, or they wanted to build something, or make a fabric rather, based on something that was available in Genoa in Italy. And then this fabric was founded, became widely popular during the California Gold Rush, very, very popular, globally available and accessible. Even now, you just have to tell me the name of the fabric. Let's go. Yeah. So your options are Supima, you have Khadi, you have flannel, and you have jeans. So I'm just looking for what X, which was created, more popular as. So X is more popular as. So X is not exactly the name that you have in the option here, but X is more popular as this. For example, if the answer was Virat Kohli, so then perhaps like, I would have given Chiku or whatever. Or if the answer was Clark Kent, I would have said Superman. Similarly, I think I'm over explaining at this point in time, but yeah, just give me what it is popular as. Yes, I was expecting this kind of a clean sweep because the viewers in Nimes or Neem is a giveaway, a big hint. And in fact, the fabric that came out was called the Sarge de Nime. So that is where denim came from. And what do we know denim as? We know it as jeans, right? Cool. I will not explain this anymore. It's like, yeah, right there. No changes, no changes. Let's see. Okay, from denim and jeans, we go to I will say a Gen Z, Gen Alpha dating term. Okay, which is basically a very I will say a toxic dating term, because it says that you should choose someone who is not conventionally attractive or less attractive than you. And the only reason you should do it is because that person will never cheat on you, will always make you feel secure and what stuff like that, right? A complete opposite of Disneyfication, okay, if you might say so, where everything is nice and happy. Here it says that okay, choose someone who's not as attractive as you are, and this dating term has a very strong connection to a beloved cartoon character from DreamWorks, right? So having said that, you just have to give me the term or the character that I am looking for. X is a beloved character from DreamWorks. And you have three options, sorry, out of which two are from DreamWorks. One, I don't know is from DreamWorks or not, but yeah, you have to choose one. So you have Shrek, you have Kung Fu Panda, and you have Popeye. It's a dating trend or a dating term. We are on question number 10. We are halfway through. Let's see what people have said. And people have said that the term is, of course, not Popeye, it's not DreamWorks. The term is not pandaing. Okay, the term is shrekking from Shrek, who is an ogre and who falls in love with Princess Fiona, who's, of course, attractive and much more attractive than Shrek. It's sad that people are using this kind of philosophy, right? But yeah, who am I to say anything? So the dating term is shrekking. We have shrekking. We have an unchanged leaderboard. We are halfway through. Quick show of hands if you think the quiz is going okay, if the questions are hard, difficult, mid, as the kids would say, right? Okay, I have lots of hearts, lots of thumbs ups, no cokes, lots of heart confettis. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I think things are going okay. Cool. Even if I hadn't said okay, that would have been a problem because I don't know what would I have done in the next 10 questions. But yeah, let's go. So question number 11. Is about a musical composition from early 1900s. I think in 1902 and 3. The Spanish guy, his name was Francisco Tarrega. He created a guitar solo, right? Yeah, guitar solos existed long before rock bands. So yeah, in 1902 or 3, he created a guitar solo. And then in late 1900s, an European company, a very big company, they chose a particular 7-second cut or a clip of that musical composition and used it as their signature tune, something that we all kind of know of, have heard, have used, and so on and so forth. So you just have to give me the name of the company. So Grand Vals 1902, a 7-second version from 1989 rendition, was chosen by a European MNC, and the choices are Nokia, BMW, and Hamleys. One of these classic quiz questions that you see around. Sorry. And again, something very, very, very prominent, especially to the 80s and 90s kids, even to the 2000s kids, I guess, and the younger ones because of memes and whatnot. So yeah, you have Nokia, BMW, and Hamleys. This was question number 11. Let's see what people have chosen. Okay. Yes, overwhelming 94% have chosen Nokia, which of course is the correct answer. It's a 7-second Nokia signature tune, right? The iconic, immortal one that I think every other Indian household would have till the early 2010s, right? So this is the Nokia tune created by Francisco Tárrega in 1902. Again, leaderboard is still strong, right? And okay, let's go to question number 12. Okay, so this is hilarious, right? It's okay, it's okay. This is hilarious. Like, this is about like, what the Pakistani and the Indian diplomats, like, did something very juvenile to each other, right? And of course, India and Pakistan, they're always at each other. So officials from both sides alleged the other of performing this juvenile activity on their properties in the dead of the night. What were the officials accused of? And you have play loud music outside their homes. And we are talking of very, very, very senior diplomats, by the way. Then you have paint obscene graffiti. You have dumping garbage. And then you have ring calling bells and running away. So these diplomats actually did this to each other of these two countries. A lot of news articles came out after this. Not something that I'm making up, even though it might sound like something I'm making up, but yeah, it actually happened. So what did they do? Let's see. Did they play loud music? Did they paint obscene graffiti? Did they dump garbage, or did they Did they ring calling bells and run away? They in fact did ring calling bells at 2 or 3 in the morning and run away. That's what they did. That's what they stooped to, right? Again, all the other choices were pretty up in there, but yeah, some of them are like, way too non-Indian, like, for example, graffiti and dumping garbage, like, these are slightly American concepts. Playing loud music, yes, but this is not on their properties, and I was looking at something on their properties, so they did do this, like, they rang calling bells and ran away. Let's look at the leaderboard. Ooh, nice. I see a
Sorry.
slight change.
Last question was my bad, guys. But
No, it's okay. It's okay.
got
You're
it,
perfectly
got it.
fine. Perfectly fine. So yeah, I see a slight change, but yeah, uh, in positions, but the famous five still holds strong. Still 8 more questions to go for the others to catch up and get into the top five. Let's go. So we have question number 13 now. So this is interesting that this guy called Kasing Lung or Kasing Lung, actually born in Hong Kong but grew up in the Scandinavias, right? So while he was growing up, he got very fascinated by Nordic mythology and like, folk tales and stuff like that. So I think in 2014 or 15, started creating a character, like slightly, yeah, let's say a character. And in 2025, that one character evolved into 300 variations. And this particular character, there's different variations are sold by this particular toy retailer in China. It's called Pop Mart. And of course, you have lots of knockoffs in India also. So let's see the question. What is the character? Is it Teletubbies? Is it Pokemon? Is it Labubu? Right? So he first created the character for his story series, The Monsters. And then there are 300 variants of these as we speak, sold by Pop Mart. The owner of Pop Mart became a multi-billionaire just by selling this one toy. So what are we talking about? What did Cassie Lung from Hong Kong, who was raised in Scandinavia and loved Nordic folklore, what did he create? I think this is like one of those very, very obvious ones because, yeah, if you just follow the timeline, it will give you enough hints. So 2010s. So Teletubbies, Labubu, Pokemon. And the answer is, of course, not Pokemon. Pokemon, okay, not Pokemon. Pokemon, I believe, is Japanese and it's a bit older. So Teletubbies is British, if I'm not wrong, and it's again way older. Labubu was created in 2015 or 16, I believe, by Cassie Lung, and now it's a worldwide phenomenon. Like some people call them cute, some people call them ugly. They have become collectibles, right? They have around they range from I think $100. Okay, Vishaka is showing her Labubu. Yeah, okay, that's what a Labubu looks like. Yeah, and yeah, ranges from I think $100 to a few $1,000s. Cool. So that was Labubu. We have Sanveer, Kaustav, Nandita, Sunny, and Anushka. Let's go to the next question. This is something weird, like again, one of those classic quiz questions where people say that another question is framed as that this particular beverage company, a global beverage company, wanted to do business in Russia, and instead of them paying money to the Russian government actually paid them in kind with a few ships and submarines. And by getting those ships and submarines, theoretically, this beverage maker became, I think, the 7th largest or the 5th largest navy in the whole world. Of course, the reason why I say theoretically is because those ships and submarines were all something that was not working. They were eventually sold to scrap yards or sold at scrap yards. So you just have to give me the name of the beverage maker. Adyasha, please show the question. This is question number 14. Ships and submarines and beverage maker. It's a huge US-based food and beverage giant. You just have to give me the name of the company. We are 45 seconds in, but everyone has answered. So I think next time onwards, I will reduce the times on these questions because people are super quick. And fortunately, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, everyone's internet seems to be working fine. And we will now see the answers for question number 14. Ooh, this is one of the tricky ones, right? So Starbucks, okay, is not the correct answer. A lot of people get confused between these two, between Coke and Pepsi. It was not Pepsi. And there's a funny story behind, sorry, it was not Coke. My bad. It was not Coke. It was actually Pepsi because Coke and Russia, they have kind of a very love-hate kind of relationship. So I think in 1989, Pepsi wanted to do business in Russia, and that's when they were given 17 ships and submarines, and three ships and 17 submarines, which they of course sold as scrap. But yeah, it became a classic quiz question. Let's see the leaderboard. Ooh, we have a new entrant. Vishaka is at number 5, right? Even though Vishaka is a huge Coca-Cola lover, for sure, I know this for a fact. So we have Sanveer, Kaustav, Nandita, Sunny, and Vishaka making up the top 5. We'll go to question number 15. And we're going to go to an ancient Indian city, which has a name, okay, which is a very popular name, but it had an even ancient name. And historians and archaeologists have figured that out, that it was named so uh, because like cockfighting or rooster fighting was very, very prominent there. And that's why the very ancient name was this. This is a city that does not exist anymore, but very, very prominent, very relevant, very popular in the Indian context. So Dyasha, please show the options. So the options are Harappa, Takshashila, Mohenjo-daro, and Indraprastha. And the ancient name was Kukutarma. Kukut is, of course, rooster or cock. So Kukutarma, because cockfighting was very popular there. So we have Harappa, we have Takshashila, or Mohenjo-daro, and we have Indraprastha. And as I said, the city does not exist anymore. You can see the ruins of the city, I believe, but the city does not exist anymore. But very, very prominent, very globally known city, very prominent and relevant in the Indian context also. So you just have to tell us, or tell me rather, what is the popular city that we are talking of. We are talking of, let's go. Yes, a divided house, as I was expecting on this question. This was one of the questions where I did not want to give a lot of hints, make it a bit obscure. So yeah, this is one of those offline tiebreaker questions. So we have a very healthy mix between Harappa, Takshashila, and Indraprastha, which unfortunately are all wrong. I could have said that, okay, a very trashy Hindi movie was made, but then that would have given it away. So I'm talking of Mohenjo-daro. Yes, one of Ashutosh Gowarikkar's not very proud works, I guess. Let's look at the leaderboard. We are done with 15 questions. We are 16. We are seeing some movement in the leaderboard. Sanveer Singh Puri has gotten all of them, gotten them at a record time. We have we have Sunny, we have Nandita, we have Vishakha. Slight changes in positions. Then we go to 16. 16 is from the world of Google. It is a digital product. Okay, and when I say digital product, don't think of a website or an app, but something that you see on websites or apps. Okay, let's call it that. It was created way back in 2005, I guess, by this Google engineer. I've forgotten her name. You can see in the next slide. I think Jens Rasmussen. And the specifications for the first version of the shape was that it should have enough room for people to write something on it, like of course on the digital space. And it has a very tapered shape. Okay, if you know what a tapered shape is, that's a big hint. And it's very unique, right? It's very unique in many characteristics and how it is identified. It's something that is globally used these days across websites and apps. So I'm not looking for a website or an app. So what am I looking at? Let's go to the next question and let's see what the options are. The options are the Android logo, the location pin, and the Gmail send icon. This is a digital product, not a website or an app, created in 2005 by Jens Rasmussen. The shape was meant to be functional with room to contain letters for search results, of course. And it has a tapered shape. And it's very, very unique, very, very globally popular. So is it the Android logo? Is it the location pin? Or is it the Gmail send icon? What are we talking of? Let's see. Let's see what the house decides. We are down the last 3 seconds. Yes. What do we have here? We have the Android logo, we have the Gmail send icon, both very iconic, very ubiquitous. But that unfortunately is not the answer that I was looking for. I was looking for the location pin. This is one of those questions where I say that people think that some things are very new, but they are not. So a lot of people think that the location pin was created like in the 2010s or late 2010s. In fact, it was in fact created in 2005 when Google Maps was being developed by Jens, and of course it has a tapered shape. That was a big hint. And yeah, good job, guys. Good job. So this was question number 16. Yes, no changes in the leaderboard. Sanveer Singh got one wrong. I'd be interested to know later which one it is. Let's go to question number 17. 17 is about a men's grooming brand whose first product was a perfume for women, right? And this was created in 1937. Men's grooming brand whose first product was a perfume for women because the founder of the brand was very fascinated or liked his mom's potpourri a lot. So the first product was a women's perfume, and then of course it pivoted into making only men's grooming products. They have a very strong nautical connection. A nautical connection is basically that it has very strong imagery of ships and the sea and whatnot on its packaging, on its some of these products also, I guess. You just have to give me the name of the brand. Again, something affordable, accessible, and available in India. So is it Calvin Klein? Is it Hugo Boss? Is it Old Spice? Or is it Park Avenue? William Schultz was inspired by his mother's potpourri. The first product of brand XY was a woman's scent. It's a big name in men's grooming world and has always maintained strong nautical ties, which means images of ship, seas, and so on and so forth on its packaging as well as yeah, some of its products also. We have all seen this. I think most of us have used it also. Like I know a lot of women who love this brand. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. What do we have? Yes, Park Avenue and Hugo Boss they have got like 6%. Park Avenue is something like a lot of guesses like that I've seen are about. But yeah, of course, it's Old Spice, created by William Schultz. The company is called Shulton, Shulton, back in 1937. And you can see images of ships on their bottles and the cardboard boxes and stuff like that. Yeah, so cool. Old Spice, that was for question number 17. The top five holding very, very strong, very, very strong, very cool, very cool. Let's go, let's go. Question number 18. Question number 18 is about a city. Okay, question number, or a town. Let's not call it a city. It's about a town created by a particular brand of chocolates, right, for its workers, right, in England, I think in the late 19th century. And of course, right, like, so it is like, they created the town, or they made the town so that their factory workers could, yes, Abhishek, yeah.
Uh, can I speak? Sorry.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Uh, I didn't know I could do this. Unless what you're saying right now is also in the question, can you not give any more hints?
Okay,
Is that
sure.
okay?
Okay, sure. Let's go. Let's go to the
Oh,
question.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, okay, 19th century model village, sorry, not a town, on the southeast side of Birmingham, founded by the Quaker Cadbury family. It was designed with strict rules. For example, alcohol was forbidden. Identify X, a well-known name from the same house. One of those very gettable ones. I think people have answered, but yeah, we'll wait for the clock to run out. We are down to the last two. We could block hints. It was not about a hint that I was giving, but yeah, because Abhishek wanted me not to spell out the question, so be it. It was, of course, Boneville. The last line was a big hint that identifying X, a well-known name from the same house. Right, let's see the leaderboard and let's quickly go to the, oh, okay. Okay, there's some changes there in terms of positions. The names are the same. Of course, the top four go to the finals. Let's go to question number 19. And question number 19 is about a game which was launched in 2013. The name was changed to Quad Ball in 2022 due to various legal and spiritual differences with the creators. It is played between two teams, each comprising 7 players of mixed genders. Identify X. It has fictional dice. That's about it. I just read out the question. I'll just come back. Just give me a second. Yep. Here we go. Of course, it was Quidditch. The last line was again a giveaway. It has fictional ties. Try to make it very easy and gettable for everyone. And we will see the leaderboard. Yes, there is one change. Jayashree has jumped into number 4. Very cool, very cool. And we, yes, confettis and whatnot. Congrats, Jayashree. We are going to the last question. Last question, we'll end with something sweet. It is also about a 2-word chocolate brand. I'm not going to give any hints. I'm just going to jump right into it. This is about the chocolate company XY. Michelle X, the founder, was devoted to the Blessed Virgin Mary or Mary and wanted to honor her through his work or brand. Supposedly, part Y is inspired by a rock grotto, which is a cave in Lourdes of France, where the Virgin Mary made an appearance. X visited Y a lot. X is, of course, the last name of Michelle. Sorry. So Michelle's last name, and Y, which is inspired by a rock grotto or cave in Lourdes, France. What is the name of the brand? Is it Lindt, Royce, Godiva, or Ferrero? Lindt, Sprungly, Royce Chocolate, Godiva Chocolatier, and Ferrero Rocher. We'll soon see the answers. And here we go. And of course, we have a few of you going for Lindt, a few of you going for Godiva. The answer, of course, is Ferrero Rocher. Rocher means rocks. That is where its inspiration from rock grotto or rock cave comes in. So Michel Ferrero used to visit this Rocher or rock grotto in Lourdes, France, because he was a very big devotee of Virgin Mary. And yeah, that's about it. Let's see the leaderboard for one last time.
No, I'm gonna make people react, put some confetti and some likes and hearts before I reveal the leaderboard. Who's excited? Yes, lovely.
Oh wow, okay, there's a lot of them. Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, this was lovely playing with you, and we'll see the leaderboard. We will see a few of you tomorrow.
Woo!
And we have Kostov, who answered 18 of the questions in 3 minutes and 3 seconds. We have Sanveer Singh Puri, we have Vishakha, we have Nandita making up the top 4, and we have Sunny. I think he slipped at the last couple of questions. So cool, guys. Okay, cool. So this was the prelims. I hope you liked it. I really hope you liked it, and would love to. I'm really looking forward to playing the finals with you tomorrow. Let us know by either DMing us or mailing us. You have our mail ID also now on how you like the prelims. The finals will be a bit different. There will be no Slido. Yes, Shardul, please go ahead. Shardul, you had raised your hand. You're on mute, by the way, if you're speaking.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I was asking, can we spectate the finals?
Okay, I was expecting that no one would ask that question, but I was actually expecting that someone would. Yes, we have to figure it out. We were planning because we are doing it for the first ever time. We are still trying to figure out how we can make it a spectator-friendly event. You will anyway get a mail by early tomorrow morning if we can do it, or otherwise, I'm very sorry. But next time onwards, this is a feedback that even before someone gave it to us, we were pondering upon. We will post it on the YouTube, on our YouTube channel from the next time onwards, which also means that we have to create a YouTube channel. So yeah, Shardul will let you know. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Let's
Cool.
go.
We'd love to make it make everyone watch it. Nandita, yes, please go ahead.
Sorry, I don't know if I missed it. Will you be sending another link for the finals tomorrow?
Yes.
And what
Okay.
time would it be?
It would start at 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
11 a.m. tomorrow. It starts almost the same way today. It happened 15 minutes ahead of the actual scheduled time so that we settle in a bit. Please join a little sooner than the actual scheduled time.
yeah. Adyasha, there's a question from Jayashri, I believe. Yes. Does the leaderboard show only the top 5?
So the leaderboard shows top 5, but on your screen you would be seeing your exact position if I'm not wrong.
It says it's closed. The questions are closed and
Okay.
the polls are
Can you-
closed. So
Can you open it again, Adyasha?
I am going to.
It starts at 11. Okay. Finals start at 11 a.m. IST tomorrow. Will be an hour and 15 minutes long. Will be around 90 minutes long. Yeah. So while Adyasha tries to pull that out, I hope you had fun. I see a lot of you have dropped off. Please do let us know what we can do better. That I think is the most important thing, or the most important feedback. Yeah, most important feedback that we can get. We plan to make it a monthly affair, so please look out for when the next quiz is happening. And of course, congratulations for playing. Congratulations for making it to the top 4 and 5. Yes, Abhishek, go ahead.
May I speak?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, thank you for providing this platform. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm very happy to know that's going to that it hopefully is going to be a monthly affair. I would like to participate even more.
Yeah.
Yes, one little thing. I think there might be maybe from my end, or maybe there was a confusion in this thing. Actually, the answering process. Since this is the first time I'm like this kind of. So since you mentioned Kumar Varun, I have had some online quizzes and even offline quizzes with him. So then most of my online quizzing experience has been with him. Obviously, he
Mhm.
has no prelims unless it is a live quiz. So I'm actually doing this phone and tablet thing for the first time. That's okay.
Right.
But the thing is that on the app, I didn't know that. I think there was a confusion. The thing is that I like some answer I think is correct. I send it. So I just click on it, then I just tap on it, then I send it. So I didn't realize that once you send it, you can actually tap on something else and then send it again, and then whatever is your last sent answer will be the one taken. I thought that the moment you
Okay.
send something, that is it.
No, fair enough.
I was just
Okay.
yeah. So in some ways, in some questions, I could have changed it, but then I didn't know that this was possible. I thought once it's sent, it's done. So that way, I think I missed out on like
Yes.
2 or 3 questions, maybe.
No, I
But
understand. I
okay.
completely understand. And thanks for the feedback. We'll be more careful in setting the instructions from our next quiz. But very valuable feedback. Thank you for that, Abhishek.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Thanks.
Thank you for the quiz, please. Thank you for
Thanks.
the quiz.
All our pleasure, Abhishek. Thank you for playing. Yeah.
Also,
For Sunday
I
evening.
could not figure out exactly how to. So the poll is stopped, which is why I'm not able to send it out again. Otherwise, it'll start from scratch. I'm going to look into this and get back and let you know if I
Yeah.
can pull up your exact position in the leaderboard.
Sure. Just sorry for stretching it out. Wondered where I stood in the end. So I couldn't. It does say towards the end that your position in the leaderboard is this, but I missed that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but it
Fair.
doesn't show the entire leaderboard. So that's what I was wondering if you have any resource to get that information. But never mind. It's
As
okay.
No,
far as I
again,
know, it shows the top 5 on your screen, and on your respective mobile screen, you will see your own position. I'm going to look into this a bit more, and I'll definitely let you know.
yeah, I think I have kind of figured it out. Like, so if I can just share my screen once, right? Like, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Yeah. So, of course, it doesn't look very pretty, but yeah, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Can everyone see my screen? Sorry, what happened? Let me do it again.
I
Just
saw it
press
for a
again.
second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It just I think I pressed something. Let's see. Let's try this again. Nope. Okay. No, the question is opening. Yeah, I could open it for a bit, but yeah, I will try to open it again, and I'll send you the leaderboard, Jayashi. I will send it to everyone. In fact, yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you for organizing this.
yeah, our pleasure. And all of you will get a mail for tomorrow's link, at least the finalists. And then we will have a good final, hopefully tomorrow. And we will see you again and again on our next online quizzes. As I said, we are trying to make it a regular affair. And of course, thank you all for the feedback. Thank you all for your patience. And yeah, we will make it even more better. Thank you and have a good rest of the evening. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye from Kyu Co.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey, Vishaka, what's up? What's up? What's up? I can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Yes. It's so
You played
weird
so
when
well,
you
yeah.
call me Vishaka.
I know, right?
Were you
But yeah,
saying
calling.
something?
No. So I was just chatting with Vishaka. Hey,
Oh.
Jim, say hi to Adyasha.
Hi.
Hello, congratulations on making it to the top 5.
Thank you. I was outside and I did like the first 10 minutes through my phone and I could barely hear anything.